But most of what is, okay. Let me ask you this. You know, since our 2013 number that we went up, and yet we have less people because we removed, you know, people from AR Health Network, some of those things that did go on the private option. Did you see a substantial number of people, or what is the cost per person since 2013? That may be a question you need to get. Is what is the cost per person for somebody, and what is the number of people that went in nursing facilities or went into this mental health group?
Yes, we'd be happy to follow up after the meeting. I think as Kelly mentioned, a lot of that information is in the newly available financial outlook for Arkansas Medicaid, so we'll be happy to follow up after the committee and provide that information.
Because, I mean, as you've worked there a while, I mean, have you seen a substantial number of people go into these services in the last 3 years?
It's really been, when you look at these programs, it's a combination of both growth as in new people coming in the programs, but really more so when you look at utilization. You know, in some cases it's a factor of as people age, they need more services, or as they are determined, you know, as a child, for example, you know, who may need a higher level of services. And so, you know, it really is a mixture of both an increase in new people coming into some of these programs, but even just as importantly, it's also looking at the increases in utilization. And like I said, we'd be certainly happy to follow up after the meeting and get you all some more information about cost per person and just look at how that stacks up against the enrollment within those programs.
So you're saying like in nursing facilities, nursing homes, that there's been a substantial number of people that have went into nursing homes, or are you saying it's went up some, but yet the cost have dramatically went up? Which one, do you know?
I'm saying it's both, because nursing facilities is one where there's actually increases built into the program on a regular basis. And just as a matter of, as the state continues to age, we do see people that are in need of those services. So it is a combination of both. And you know, rather than trying to give you all numbers that, you know, just kind of off the top of my head today, that we definitely like to be happy to come back and give you some more details or send that as a follow-up to today's meeting.
So who goes out and checks these nursing home facilities to make sure they're accurately billing something? When you had the other coding problem that there was a problem, I mean, who goes and checks these nursing or audits these nursing home facilities to make sure they're not overcharging the people of Arkansas?
They're reviewed by a combination of different groups. You know, certainly for DHS, we have our Office of Long-Term Care that does the initial certification and survey of the facilities to make sure that they're able to meet health and safety type standards that are appropriate for Medicaid and Medicare. We also work closely with the Office of Medicaid Inspector General, as you know, part of their charge is also to look at what's happening within the Medicaid program as well as from a billing perspective. And then we have a payment integrity area within DHS that is also looking at some of those things. So there's really a kind of a broad team that looks at, you know, the different components that go into nursing homes in particular.
Do they produce monthly reports that somebody, you or some of the directors sees of what they're checking up on and their findings and all that? I mean, I know that audit goes out, and of course they produce reports on what they do on findings. Do they report things on findings? Because if you see, as we saw in some of the other cases of the behavioral, you know, that all of a sudden the cost that I mean, it looks like it's possible once we find out the people and the numbers that cost that went up, that there hasn't been somebody checking the financials, that they're not overcharging or there's fraudulent billing.
Right, so there are a number of reports that are done on a regular basis, certainly on the certification and survey. I'll have to go back and see, you know, what level of detail we can get on some of these other pieces. You know, we do have, you know, regular finance reports that we look at to see what, you know, how much we're spending within that program and how it compares, for example, week to week or year to year. And so that is something that we do look at on a regular basis.
So you have reports over there that show that they've done these things out in the nursing facilities to make sure they're financially tracking and keeping up with what their spending is accurate or there's integrity.